talk about average rate of change, but using graphs. On which interval does y of x have an average rate of change of -4? So average rate of change is basically the same thing as asking for the slope. They give you multiple choices for this, and they're talking about different sections of this graph. So which of these sections shows a slope of -4? Well, the first thing we could do is that this works smarter right now, and then we can go further. So the first thing you need to do is review. What is a positive slope? So what's a positive slope? A positive slope, if you don't remember, it's a line that's going upward. So if you were right here, if the line is going uphill or upward, that means it's positive. If it's a negative slope is a line that's going downhill. So if you were right here, you are going down the hill. And finally, if you want a slope that's zero slope, that means that there's no inclination, so it's an actual horizontal line, so flat. If it's flat, that means there's no inclination, so that's a zero slope. Well, let's use that information to understand which one could be a potential answer. We want to focus on this guy, a negative slope, because it's a -4. So let's look at each interval. Between -2 and +4, where's our graph? When x is -2, it's right there. When my x is +4, it's right there. So notice, and I'm going to use a different color, this one. From -2 and -4, +4, the line goes something like that. Is that line going downhill? You betcha. So that could be an answer. Now, from -5 to +1, -5 to +1, right there. Guys, is that going to be a positive slope, negative slope, or no slope? That's a flat line, so we don't want this one because we do not get a slope of -4. When between -1 and +1, -1's right here, +1 is down there. Is that creating a line going downhill? Yep, that could be an answer. And finally, -8 to +2. -8 is right here in the graph. +2 is right there. So is that creating a downhill slope? Yes. Now, given that we have 3 lines going downhill, now we gotta see which one is going at -4. Well, what do you guys remember about slopes? If you guys don't remember, it's the rise over the run, then you're in trouble. Or just review slopes. So basically, however you won't go up and down goes on top, up and down, and this one is right or left. So let's find which one gives us an answer of -4. So letter A, -2 and 4. -2 is right there. +4 is right there. Let me use a different color. How about we use just this colorful one. So if I were to go, how many do I have to go down to reach that? If I'm at -2, I went 2 down. And how many do you have to go right? From -2 to +4, remember, we're counting distance. So that's 2 to move to 0, 4 more, that will be up 6 to the right. And just change colors here. If I'm going 2 down, isn't that a -2? If I'm moving 6 right, isn't that a +6? Is there any way I'm going to get a -4? No way. So this one, letter A, is wrong. You see how that goes? Let's check the next one. When my x is -1 and my x is +1. When my x is -1 and my x is +1, right there. All right, let's do it again. How many do I need to go down to get to that point? Well, if I'm at +7 and I reach to -1, I go 8 down, right? How many do I go side to side? If I'm at -1, I go to +1. That's 1 to get to 0, another 1 to get to 1. That's 2 to the right. And isn't that 8 down, isn't that -8? 2 right, isn't that +2? And when I divide these two, I get a -4. And you see, we already reached the number we're looking for. So my answer is letter C.